This video is brought to you by...
Man, y'all already know what it is. Cool green clothing. We done gone worldwide, and we coming straight out of Baltimore. We at the end of the year again, and if you ain't get a chance to support the brand yet this year, this the best time right now. We start our Black Friday deals, and our deals starting right now in November, going all the way into December. Go online right now at coolgreenclothing.com and make your purchase. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way, and that's just basic.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. It's free. It helps get the video out there. Definitely watch this video to the end so you can hear the full story and all the details in the case. For my day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. With that being said, let's get right into the story. For parents, while raising kids, we want to guide them, teach them right from wrong, and one of the most important things, protect them. As our babies start to grow up, start going to school, being around other kids and adults, for some parents, that's an anxious time. You hope everything goes well, they behave themselves, and get along with the other kids. But as time goes on, things change, and conversations become different. You go from make sure you do your homework to watch the circle you keep. The people you call friends, don't make no mistakes you can't come back from, and be safe out here. But no matter how hard we try, it's certain lessons our kids gotta learn on their own, and certain things we just can't protect them from, especially around about those late teen years. To us, still at that time, they are still considered our babies, but to the world, they are viewed as a young man or a young woman. It's scary for most because we know how cold it is out here and how much people don't care and don't respect themselves enough to even respect others or life. We all pray our kids make it through and become a grown up and we can breathe a little bit. Like, okay, cool, they are good now, working, building their own life, safe and out the way. But what happens when you get that call, somebody hurt or tried to hurt your child? As a parent, what decision do you make? And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be taking it right outside of the city to Howard County, Maryland, to discuss the case of a mother whose son was robbed. She went to the police but ended up with 20 years for street justice. Back in 2024, 47-year-old Daniba Traymore was navigating life in Columbia, Maryland, a community in Howard County, in between Baltimore and DC. She had made a good life for herself and her family, as she was a devoted mother, daughter, and businesswoman, very involved in her community. But her main focus was being mama bad and making sure all her kids were taken care of and safe. Very outgoing, Daniba loved to live life, travel, and try new things. She was successful and her future seemed bright. But all that would change on a fall night in 2024. On October 7th, her teen son was somewhere when he was targeted by some hoppers or young teen boys. He was attacked, robbed at gunpoint, beat, and the whole incident was recorded and it circulated all on social media. Daniba, highly upset and wanting justice, she went to the local police station and filed a report about the incident. She even showed them the video and stated she knew a few of the kids. But being that no one was seriously injured, police were moving slow on their investigation, feeling like boys will be boys. A few days went by. Daniba became even more frustrated. She would call to see if anything was going on. She talked to neighbors in the community and was pleading for help. But police seemed to not be moving on a report, and there was nothing going on. She then went to one of the teens' homes. She heard who was involved with the robbery and tried to talk to his parents. But of course, they denied everything. So she found herself back at the police station, this time giving them a piece of her mind. She stated they could have made an arrest and they were not taking the incident seriously. The last thing she said was, if y'all don't do anything, I will just have to take the next steps. On October 12th, 2024, some teen boys was hanging out in a shopping center in Columbia, Maryland. When a car creeped up, a person hopped out and shots went off before the vehicle fled the scene. Witnesses called local police, who responded to the location to find two teens, both suffering from gunshot wounds to their legs. Fortunately, both would be in stable condition and survived the attack. Witnesses stated a white SUV pulled up, glanced at the four teens before a person hopped out the back passenger seat, shooting. In a busy shopping center with a Giant, a local grocery store, a IHOP, and a Royal Farms, it didn't take long for police to get surveillance video that caught the whole incident. The car was a white Mercedes-Benz SUV with a sticker on the back, in which a few officers felt like they recognized the car. The tags were caught on camera, and after running a license plate, the vehicle came back registered to Deneba. After police realized she was the same woman who made a report days prior about a robbery, they instantly felt she took the law into her own hands and went to get street justice. She was picked up and taken in for questioning. She stated she wasn't nowhere in the area and had no idea what happened. But with her car being in the video and also her cell phone pinging in that location not too long before the shooting, Deneba was taken into custody, charged with 2 counts of attempted hit. No physical evidence was ever found, and instantly the story was viewed by many as police not doing their job and trying to railroad or frame a mother who showed concern and put pressure on them to do what they were supposed to do. As the case made its way to trial, questions were asked by her attorney about the lack of evidence, even the 2 victims stating it wasn't a woman who shot them, but a man with a Louis Vuitton hat on. They both stated they were very positive the shooter wasn't a woman, but prosecutors stated Deneba's car was on the scene and phone pinged close by the location. Her lawyer fought back and stated the whole vehicle was swabbed for gunshot residue and nothing was found. It all seemed the case was circumstantial. As the jury listened, the prosecutors brought up the fact the mother was frustrated with police not doing nothing about her son, and they claimed it was a simple case of street justice, in which the jury eventually agreed. In the end, Deneba was found guilty on all charges and sentenced to 30 years, all suspended but 20 in prison. Her attorney and family were outraged and felt she was being railroaded, all because she expected police to do their job. A bunch of people felt this way and felt it was injustice, and Free Deneba campaigns were started everywhere. While incarcerated, tragedy would hit again when Deneba lost one of her sons, who she was very close to. She went to social media to express her love for her baby boy, but also to reflect on their memories they shared together. She was scheduled for a retrial back in August, but I'm not sure exactly what happened. As of now, she is serving her time in NCIW, Maryland Correctional Institution for Women. This story is crazy. This is one of them situations where you definitely can feel Deneba's pain and anger as a mother. She followed citizen protocol. Something happens, they say go to the police, but they did nothing about the situation. It could very well be a coincidence. Shorty and them got shot days later, especially if they was out here robbing and beating on people. But the video in her car is what got her convicted, even though the victims even stated it was a man who shot them. But I'm gonna leave this one open for discussion. I wanna know y'all thoughts on the situation. Do you think it was an open and shut case of street justice, or do you feel like Deneba was railroaded because of her pressure on police? Y'all let me know in the comments. Yeah, man, it's definitely a crazy situation. But I'm gonna leave it open so y'all can let me know what y'all think about it. I definitely appreciate you if you made it to the end. Be sure to tap that like button if you're feeling the content. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. It's another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.